Hey guys, well today you guys are going to be making Yoda in the forest. When Yoda comes out of the forest, you guys are going to be using your origami head that you guys made earlier watching that YouTube, and you are going to make a 3D collage with it. So we are going to grab and need our artist paper first, and this is what we're going to be working with. And as a base, you all will need 3 pieces of brown paper and a dark brown piece of paper for Yoda's outfit, and your tempera sticks. Now these are super cool sticks because they dry really quickly, but we are going to start off first with measuring because we're going to need our pencil and our ruler. So we're going to divide this paper into 3s. Now this paper is 12 inches long, and if I'm like 12 divided by 3 is going to be 4, but I only need the lower half measured because that's where we're going to build the foreground for Yoda. That's where we're going to be putting that foreground. This background we're going to be doing a painting on with the sticks. So here's the 4-inch and here's the 8-inch. Now what I like to do to make a straight line, I like to take my ruler and put it here, I'll slide it over, mark it at the 8, and then what I do is I line it up. Now we're doing this because we want to make, one under, one above, but that's okay. We're doing this so we can build a composition a little better for our Yoda. So we're going to be doing coloring first with the browns and dark blues and blacks. So I grabbed these colors. We're going to have to share too, okay? So what I like to do is, I'll do the lighter color first. When I draw my trees, kind of just go all over the place, and I do not mind. And these paints dry really quick too. Actually, you guys are going to be really surprised if you haven't used these already. They're really awesome. So I'm just going to draw a couple trees. You know, my trees are pretty basic. They're just lines with some tree like branches coming from them. Maybe I can add one more over here at the very edge. Then I'm going to give a little darker, side to them. Build a little more dimension to them. Just give them a little more in the woods where Yoda lives, right? You guys remember how Yoda lives like in the swamps and kind of creepy area? I don't know, if I was Yoda, I'd want to live there. But that's where he likes to be. Okay. So that's what I did. And then Yoda is going to be coming in the middle. He's going to be coming out of the sun ray because Yoda is amazing like that. So I'm going to use this like neon yellow to make a huge sun ray coming down. It's okay if I cross this line because I'm going to cover it. It's all right. And I'm just going to color quickly, share with my partner all our crayons and, well, our paint. And I'm going to put this yellow on top again just to add a little more. Looks like a waterfall of sunlight. Now I really love this blue because it is so dark and beautiful. So around that sunlight in the forest is dark between the trees, right? So in between the tree branches, we're going to try to cover all the white spots. And it's okay if you overlap. These are really forgiving. It's all right. This is a very rustic kind of 3D collage that we're going to be making. It's kind of funny because I did go over the yellow with the blue and that made a green right there. And then I'm going to color in here. I don't want to leave any white showing. See how I'm coloring that all in. Cover it, cover it. Can you see now my tree's popping a little? Is it popping? Alright, I might have some white showing, but that's okay. I'll go back into. Maybe I need a little more yellow in there. And you just twist these on the bottom. I love the way these feel when I color with them. It feels like, I don't know, like really nice chapstick. Alright, I'm going to grab the black because black again is great for adding little lines to, making little darker edges, like say the floor is really dark down there where Yoda likes to hang out. Let's see. I'm going to give a little branches right here. See how this kind of messy? I just draw random lines. It can be pretty fluid. Fluid meaning like very just loose, relaxed. Okay. with my trees and my light in the forest. Now the next part we're going to be working on is the third down here. And we have 3 pieces of paper. I gave you guys, there should have a pretty dark one, a medium, and a light. So in the background, I wouldn't put the light. I would put like the dark, and I put the medium, and then I put the light in the foreground, right? To give it more depth. So our first thing we're gonna do, there's an easy way to do this, and there's a not so easy. So we could go, my paper is 9 inches long, and I could measure 9 inches on one of my papers, and 9 inches. So I have 2 lines. I'm gonna connect that, and see how I have my 3 papers stacked together? And then from there, I'm gonna cut it. All right, throw that away. Next step I'm gonna do, now this paper is too big. Can you tell? Like, it's too big. So I could put it right there behind and trace it, but you know what I'm gonna do with this paper? Oh my gosh, I'm going to rip it. Because we're going to use this technique of the tearing paper, and a lot of collage artists do that. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, and it actually can be kind of short, because guess what? We're going to cover this paper. Now, see, Yoda's not stepping on a dip. He's not in a water puddle, so I'm going to correct it. I don't like that. See how I keep going with it? And I'm going to grab my glue stick, and I'm going to glue this first layer down. Now, I need my second layer. Now I'm going to pick this lighter one. And I could almost share this with my buddy so we wouldn't have to use 2 of them. See? I like that one, actually. I got lucky on my first try. And I'm going to put this one, maybe I'll put it up high. Yeah, I'll put it up high. And then my last one, I kind of want this one to be a little rough, but I don't know. See, if I put it there, it's not enough, so I'm going to do 1 more. I almost think that's right. There we go. So I'm going to glue this one down. Pretty simple. Now we have our 3 layers of the foreground, and then we have our background. Now we have Yoda floating her head, and we need to make Yoda a robe. Now we have that dark paper. Now this is the black paper for Yoda's robe, and you guys can share it with each other. But I'm going to, if you guys remember, Yoda does not have the prettiest robe. It's just like wrapped around him. So I'm going to go ahead and glue Yoda down. See if I can get him really nice and stuck there. And I'm going to put him probably about, he's kind of short, right? So we'll put him there. I'll put this one on there. And this way of making collages is kind of fun because you're just tearing paper to make the shapes. Oh, I kind of like this one. It's a little too straight on one side, but I'll cover it. This is going to be lots of layers. I'll put this one down below. I think he has kind of like a scarf thing. I don't really remember. Maybe you guys remember how his robe looks. Look at it before. Now that's really kind of stiff looking. I think he does have one arm going always across, and he kind of does some kind of crisscross thing. So I'll keep Yoda with 2 arms. How about that? And there's my Yoda in the forest. Hope you guys like this project.